We're in today with the GTX 555. This is a 2011 video card with 288 shaders. It's got 1 gig of VRAM, GDDR5, running at 736 MHz on the core clock, 957 MHz on the memory clock, 192 bits bus width, DirectX 11, and today we got 2 of them in SLI. We're gonna pair it up with this i7 4th gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. We're gonna see how 2 video cards like this are holding in a couple of games with games that are compatible with SLI. Let's jump in. I'm starting here with 1080p, maximum details, maximum effects. Oh my god, how the fans are sounding. There's 80% load on the fan. I put automatic because I want to keep the video card cool. You know, it's a Fermi 555, you know, and I want the fan to be, how should I say, as loud as possible so I can maintain the SLI in the situation. So 1080p maximum details in S.T.A.L.K.E.R. With this occasion, I got maximum load on both of the video cards core. I got only 560 megabytes of VRAM. With NVIDIA, it doesn't add up, you know. So in this situation, I will say it's quite okay-ish, you know. It's doing the job here. It's keeping the video card cool. I think this is the best thing I can do for this setup, is to show you how it's running with this i7 4th gen, because in this situation with Windows 7 you can see that you can find some really nice games that are working with SLI, come on, 305 watts sometimes it's reaching with this combination. I'm gonna adjust the fan so I don't hear them all the time, but in this situation I wanted to see for the first time how they are performing with the thermals, you know. I'm gonna put maybe 10-20% lower and it's gonna reach around 60 degrees. If I can keep the GPUs on 60 degrees, I will take this as a big win. But in this situation you can see that the video card is loaded pretty well, the quality is here. So yeah, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 1 apparently with this combination is fantastic. This is what you need for a video card like this. Sorry, video cards like this, you know. For this SLI kit, this game apparently it's fantastic. It's doing well. There's no stress on the system, only 4 gig of system RAM use, 20% on the CPU side with 50 degrees. So I will call this a big win, you know, from this SLI. This is how it needs to be set up with games like this. Not gonna lie, I like the performances that I have with this combination, with this SLI setup in this S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I put everything on maximum details. I got 1080p and yeah, it's holding, it's clinging to 40 FPS here. You can actually see managed to read 20. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I actually thought I will have a chance for actually running this with maximum details. I wanted to see how it's performing with 1080p with maximum details. I wanted to see the wattage. I wanted to see the temperature. Now I adjusted a little the fan. Now it's on 60% because back it was on 80% and I was like, the fans are like, and they gave me like 50 degrees on this occasion, but I said, you know what, you can have 60 degrees in this situation with 60-70% power on the fan, you know. I want that temperature, that is okay. In this occasion you can see the VRAM managed to reach maximum on this SLI kit, maximum load on the video cards. The temperature is theoretically needs to be around 60 degrees with this type of setup. 4.2 gig of system RAM, so the temperature on the CPU it's okay with 38-40 degrees with 10% load on the CPU. The CPU has no problem, but this combination, this SLI combination apparently has got a lot of potential. So 1080p is not for this, you know, 1366, 720p and stuff like that in order to get the best FPS, you know. You can actually see the lights, it's awesome, everything is gorgeous in this, you know. You can see that is an awesome game for a setup like this. Call of Duty in this situation with 1080p maximum details in SLI is working really nice. I love this performance that this video card is offering. Let's see, we can actually do some stuff here. All right, it's working really nice. Maximum quality, not maximum load on this occasion, only 50% load on the video cards. The video card, the SLI is doing a fantastic job on splitting the load here. Only 600 megabytes of VRAM utilization. This is good for the SLI kit. I think this is the best Call of Duty for this. Many people are here. I can't believe there are so many people here and engaged in this Call of Duty. 91 FPS is the maximum for this combination. This is the limit on FPS, and if it's reaching 91 FPS, it's gonna get unloaded. See, 30-40% load. Temperature is good. Can't hear nothing on the fan. 220 watt consumption from this combination. SLI is doing a fantastic job. So yeah, in this case, I will be very happy to have this SLI combination all day. No, if we're jumping in Skyrim with 1080p maximum details, ultra quality here, you're gonna see that the video card is doing a fantastic job on being utilized. Not a big problem on delivering the performance. I got 760 megabytes of VRAM utilization, 250 watts consumption from this SLI kit, but the quality is there. There are some hiccups here and there because we're in the SLI configuration, and there is bound to be some hiccups and spikes here and there, but there's not a lot of problems because you can actually see it's handling pretty well. The quality is there, everything is there, the field of view is there. If you're looking in the background, you're gonna see that the video card is not fully loaded. The moment I get around the castle, I got around 70% load on the GPUs, and it's doing a fantastic job. Maximum quality here in Skyrim, it's actually fantastic for this 555, but you can see that there are games that you can put on this video card, and this is 2011. I think with the kit, you know, so this is the type of game you should have played on a video card setup like this. So even with the hiccups, even with the spikes, you can see that the system is doing great. Talk about the system, 4.2 gig of system RAM utilized, 15-20% load on the CPU side with 21 watts consumption. You can actually see on the GPU that it doesn't show any wattage, because back in the days this type of video card didn't have any power drawn, but I managed to put the power meter and I got like 260 watts consumption from both of the video card and the computer. All in all, I can say that the video card itself is doing a fantastic job. In SLI, apparently, if with the right games, you can get some nice entertainment, and this is the right game to put on this type of SLI. I had to wait in queue for this game. What the heck is going on? So many people are now in the game. Not gonna lie. Oh! Smack his head! All jokes aside, I really like how it's working. I like this performance this video card is offering me here. Maybe you can actually see that I think I'm on ultra details or something like that, because I got 1 gig of VRAM utilization. Decent performance from this, because if I can put this game to max out my video card, my SLI kit, that means I'm doing something right. 310 watts consumption from this. Maximum load on the video card's core. Temperature is good. It's settling down here with this occasion. How do you shoot an helicopter in the air? Imagine having that lucky shot. Okay, high details is much better. On ultra, apparently managed to put 50 FPS. That's not okay. And in this occasion, you can actually see it's nearly 950 megabytes of VRAM utilized. System side doesn't have any problem. 7.6 gig of system RAM. 45% load on the CPU. Maybe there's a lot of people in the map. Yeah, it's using my CPU. Look at that, 40 watts consumption from the CPU. Dude, what the heck is going on? I mean, it's being utilized. I think the more people there are on the map, the more utilization you're gonna have from the computer. How about if we're jumping in at Dragon Age with maximum details, 1080p? Can actually see the game is doing a fantastic job here on utilizing this SLI kit. 70% load on the video card with 61 degrees, with 70% load on the fans. You know, it's doing a fantastic job, that automated fan, and I like it. Seriously. In this case, 800 megabytes of VRAM is good. I only got 1 gig of VRAM, you know, so I need to put the appropriate games that knows how to utilize this type of video card, you know. So in this case, I think playing the OG Dragon Age, it's actually a fantastic option. The core on the video card is doing great. It's delivering the FPS, got lots of FPS, and there is some spikes here and there, but that's not a problem. I think I can do without that. I think this is the right game that needs to be put on a video card like this, you know, I mean on an SLI kit like this. And if you're interested on playing the game like this, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Look at this Dragon Age. It's exactly what I need from this SLI kit. There is some places that is dropping below 60 FPS, but you need to be careful how you're setting up. Maybe you can put medium in some location, view distance. You can create some custom setup, but from now on you can understand that the video card is capable of delivering the FPS. So adjusting it on your liking, and that's it. Look at this, great quality, everything is good, so there is no problem on utilizing this here. Does it run Crysis? I put everything on maximum details with 1080p, and look at this, 40 FPS. It's a joke because maximum core load here. I think the resolution is wrong, but we're gonna take a look and see how it's performing like this. I love the performance this setup is offering, but I think, you know, it's the wrong resolution. 315 watts consumption. I think this was the best wattage consumption that I had from this SLI kit. But 50 FPS, it's not the right number. 800 megabytes of VRAM utilization, and the temperature is okay, but it started to be very loud on this occasion. You know, it's 70-80% load on the fan speed, you know, in order to keep the video card cooled. I like this idea of automated fan because it offers me the possibility to keep the video card cool and not stress the fan when it's not needed. 720p apparently. I get 70-60 FPS on average. I got less VRAM utilization here, and I think the stress on the video card is less. It's doing a fantastic job. I think this is the way it needs to be. 324 watts consumption. So yeah, the more FPS I get, the more wattage I'm gonna consume here. But all in all, I can say it's a decent performance. Very, very interesting setup. Seriously, very interesting. GTX 555, you know, because majority of the time people will say, it's very hard to put SLI. No, this is literally a cheap video card and you can put them in SLI. The only thing you need to have, it's a mainboard that supports SLI, and if you have it, I think this type of combination is quite adequate, and I like it. Seriously, I think this idea of SLI is still fantastic, and I'm not gonna let it go. Seriously, never. One thing I was surprised, it was with Battlefield. I can't believe, dude, I had to wait in a queue in order to play Battlefield. For so many years I've been playing now Battlefield. There were barely any servers that were on maximum capacity, and now I had to wait on queue. Imagine how many people were online. Seriously, I think there was like majority of the server were occupied. I love this idea. Seriously, if people are getting back on old games and are not interested on investing on new ones, I think it will be fine. Using old hardware to play Battlefield, you know, using an SLI kit like I did today to play Battlefield, getting your money's worth, you know. I think it's a fantastic idea. If you throw in some older titles like I managed to do today, you're gonna have a lot of entertainment, and I think this is the way it needs to be, you know, getting your money's worth with old hardware. I think I would have been a little better with this SLI, considering I'm on only X8 with them. I'm actually curious, both of them. Yes, both of them, they are on X8. It doesn't matter. I don't think it was a big difference, but you managed to see today with the right games, I managed to have a lot of FPS, and there was not a lot of influence. Maybe a little bit different, but I don't know. Maybe you can recommend it. Do you think it's worth putting it with that E5 machine where I have two X16 lanes? Maybe it will be a different experience with Windows 10. I don't know. Leave a comment if you think it will be interesting. But until now, what I've seen today, it was worth it with older titles. And I like it, and I recommend it because it's a non-powerful SLI kit and it is very cheap. And it will be very nice to have something like this. Regardless, I love this combination. If you have any suggestion for this SLI kit or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.